Alright, we're going to unpack a new World Tourist here out of the suitcase, and let's just begin. So, this case has a TSA approved lock on it, and that is something you don't have a key to, but we'll just use the combination setting. And, open the 3 latches and find the bike inside. Got a couple of hold down straps. And you find the bike in here with the front wheel on top of everything else. There's a packing crush protector that you can just take apart. Hubcap can come off of here. And next up we find the handlebars. They've got some covers on them over the levers. These just Velcro right off there. Put that on the outside of the case for now. And next up on this side here, we've got the seat and seat post, which is the seat's got a blue felt bag over it to protect it. You just pull that off. And then there's a seat post, a yellow seat post bag. Pull that off. And here we find the toolkit. Toolkit has looks like a multicolored shoelace tying it up. You can untie that and unfold it, and you'll find the tools you need to put the bike together. And there's some gloves in here too, in case the bike is dirty, which we'll get later as you ride it. In here you'll find a multi-tool that has all kinds of Allen wrench sizes on it you need. There's a short pedal wrench for putting your pedals on and off. And then there's a ball end wrench for your water bottles in case you need that. And then the stem riser is in a red bag. Take that out. Put that in front of the case here. And now all we got left is the folded bike itself. It slips right out. And you can unfold it like such. And seat mask pops up here, which has got the yellow bag on it. Pull this yellow bag off. There's a quick release here that allows the back end of the frame to come around and latch. The seat mast also latches down into it. And with one lever, it connects everything together. So now the frame is in an unfolded riding position. We've got some plastic tubing here that comes off the stays, just used to protect it while it was in the case. Just stuff to keep the paint from scratching. There's some blue vinyl protecting the main frame here, just protecting the paint. It's held on by a Velcro strap. We can just pull that off. There's also a couple of blue vinyl covers here that are on the crank arms, just to keep them looking nice. And then the last piece of covering material is this gray bag on the forks. And now you'll see that the front wheel quick release is actually in the fork, and there's a spacer in here. This is just to keep the fork blades from crushing while you are in transit, with bikes in the case. So we can open the quick release and pull that out. And then this quick release, you can unscrew it to get the spacer out. The bike can sort of just sit up on its own, if it will. Now the spacer is off, and you can put the quick release skewer into the hub axle, the front wheel. And there's a spring that goes on each side of the quick release skewer. And the spring is kind of shaped like a cone, and the pointy side of the cone goes towards the inside of the hub. Now the front brake here has it's hooked up to a cable which you can quick release using this carriage mechanism here. That'll open the brake pads up and allow the front wheel to come on. And but we won't do that right yet. If you have a kickstand like this bike does, then you can put the front wheel on right away. But if you don't have a kickstand, some of them don't. It's easier to leave it like this while we put some other things on. So the stem can go on to the steer tube here. It just pushes down, and there's a quick release here that tightens it into place. You can kind of look and eyeball it to make sure it's straight with the front fork before you tighten it down. Then your seat post goes into the seat tube here, and you might want to mark that once you get your height figured out, so that you don't have to keep adjusting the height. Toolkit here. We've got our Allen wrench. Then there's a blue bag here with pedals in it. And keep in mind that the pedals are left and right threaded. So there's a left pedal and a right pedal. And there should be a R and an L on the axle. And the right pedal is right threaded, so you turn it clockwise to put it in just like you would expect. The left side pedal is left threaded, so you have to turn it counterclockwise to tighten it. Clockwise, loosen it. And you can use this little wrench, and you don't have to really reef too hard on it, because then you'll have a hard time getting them off later. You can just put them on hand tight, and that should be just fine, because they will tend to tighten as you ride. So I put it on the left pedal now, and I'm turning it counterclockwise to tighten it in. It should go in nice and easy, so if the threads are fighting you, don't push it, because you might strip a thread. I'm going to put the chain, there's a good chance the chain will have come off the chain ring in transit while the bike was folded, so you can just put it on by hand. Pedaling backwards helps it just roll itself on. And now the stem here has got 4 bolts, and these that hold the handlebar on, so we'll take those 4 bolts out so we can get the handlebar on. Some bikes have a splittable handlebar, in which case you don't actually have to take this faceplate completely off. This particular bike has a non-splitting handlebar, so this stem plate has to come all the way off. then going around in a pattern, tightening them down. If you have a 4-bolt stem like this, you want to make sure that you get the bolts all pretty evenly tightened down, kind of going around one at a time. Don't try to tighten them just one and then the other, kind of slowly tighten them all simultaneously. And then finally, the front wheel can go into the fork. Just a quick release and tighten it down. And then the front brake here can be hooked up. Since we released the cable so we can get the wheel through. Test that, make sure it's working right. And this bike has a kickstand. And that bike's ready to ride.